Hi artists! Today we'll be making some word art inspired by the artist Robert Indiana. Let's get started. To begin, we want to make our paper into a square. This paper is a rectangle. Here's an easy way to make your paper into a square. Take your paper and on one side fold it so that you're making a triangle shape. So at this point here, it should be a point like the point on a triangle, and then smooth it down. You should see the triangle shape on the folded piece. Now, using a pencil, I'm going to use a marker, but you might want to use a pencil, you're going to make a line where the paper is folded. When you open the paper back up, you'll have a skinny rectangle, and this is the part that we are going to cut off. So take your scissors and very carefully cut along the line that you made. And now you have this scrap piece of paper, which you can save for another art project. Put your scissors away, you won't need them again. And now you have a square. We want to have enough room for 4 letters to make our word, so we are going to fold our square so that it has 4 parts. First, take the bottom and fold it up to the top. And now from this part, take the side and fold it over. Fold it really flat on the creases, and you should have a small square. And you open it up. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. All right, so now let's think of a word that we can use that has 4 letters. Our theme is going to be kindness, or words that make people feel happy or calm or joyful. So let's think of some words that we can do with that and how we can make those with fancy block letters. The first word I'm going to do is love. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to make a straight line down and then stop and then go over. And now I have this angle, this really big L, but I'm going to keep going on where I made the folds and along the edge of the paper. And now I have a really big letter L. The easiest way to make an O is to make a rectangle in the middle of your paper on this square, and then just go around the edge, and now you have an L and an O. For the V, we're going to make a triangle, and then next to that triangle we're going to go down and down, and now we have a letter V. And then the easiest way to make an E is it starts out a lot like the L did, except we're going to have go in and down, down, and now there's a little piece in the middle for the middle of the E, and then go around the edges. There you go. So now we have L-O-V-E to spell the word love. And you can color this in any way that you want. Let's do another word. And here's our next word. So our next word is going to be hope. And to do hope, we're going to make line down and over and up. And then on the other side, go down, well, up and over and down. And now connect where we had the folds and on the edges. And there is our letter H. The second letter in hope is O. So just like we did for love, we're going to make a rectangle in the middle. And then our lines all the way around. And H-O-P. So now we're going to do the letter P. That's going to go up and then over and up. And this time we want to connect here because that's going to be the top of the letter P. And here and here. And it has an opening right there. So there's our letter P. Letter E we did before. So just like we did for love, it's going to go over and over, and then a little one in the middle, and all of our outlines. Okay, so there we go, H-O-P-E, hope. So now we have love and we have hope, and we can color those in. We're going to do one more. Now there could be more words that you think of, but this is just to give you some ideas. So we have love and we have hope. And this one will be the word for, I think we'll do home. So home has a lot of the letters we used. It has the H, it has the O, and it has the E. So the only new letter is going to be an M. So here's our H. Same way we did it for hope. Okay, and then our O. The same way we did for hope and for love. M is a little tricky. I'm going to do that one last. So it goes H-O-M-E. Let's do the E because we already know how to do the E. Okay, so now for the M. We're going to start with a little triangle down the middle. And then we're going to kind of repeat part of that triangle. So there's the triangle and there's a repeat, and then straight down and straight down, and then connect on the bottom here where we don't have a line, and then go up, and there is the M. So H-O-M-E. So we have love, hope, and home. Let's talk about how we can color these in. So think about what colors you want to use. Do you want all your letters to be the same color and then the background to be another color, or do you want to use a pattern? What are you thinking you might be interested in doing? So I'm going to color these all a little different, and you can see the different ways that I color them and decide if you want to color yours the same or different. Okay, so for love, I tried to remember my opposite colors. So in the L, which was red, I did the background the opposite color of green. O, orange. The background was the opposite color of blue. And then for this one, the light green V made the background pink, which is also called light red. Again, opposites. And the E is a light blue with the background being a dark orange. So opposite colors was the theme for how I colored in love. Okay, so let's take a look at hope. For hope, I did something a little different. I tried to keep all of my colors as cool colors. So I was thinking about color temperature, and they were all cool colors. And I also was thinking about light colors and dark colors, tints and shades. So I have a lighter blue and a darker blue. And I have a magenta or a lighter purple and a darker purple. So that was my idea for coloring in hope, was to do calm, cool colors. Okay, so for this last one of home, I'm going to think of not just our inspiration artist of Robert, Indiana, but I'm going to think of another artist that we may have learned about named Romero Britto. And I'm going to combine those two ideas. So the shapes of the letters are very much inspired by Robert, Indiana, but I'm going to now add some patterns to these inspired by Romero Britto. So here we go with me adding some patterns. This is a great thing to do if you want to do a mashup of two different artist styles. So I'm going to add some patterns. Okay, so there is my colored in one for home, H-O-M-E, and I decided to leave the background white because it already had so much going on with the patterns in the letters. So there we go. We have love, we have hope, and we have home. How are you going to color in your art?